welcome back. Yesterday's session we introduced the little city/town of Spring Valley. I'd like to continue filling in the residential and so that we can get that filled out a little bit. It looks like the commercial is starting to develop. Going to take it off of pause while I do this. That way it'll save a little bit of time. We do need to put a few housing plots down. Go back to marquee. And we've got, well, that didn't work too well, did it? Okay. Trying to do little 4 size 4s here. Okay, we're going to let those fill out, which they are. Our bank balance right now is $19,000. We're losing money. So what I would like to do is take a look at the budget. We don't need all this power right now. So I'm going to put that down. I'm going to put the water down. We're going to see if that causes any issues. Hopefully right now it doesn't. So we'll have to take a look and see. If we check up here, we have plenty of electricity available and plenty of water available. But of course, as the town gets a little bit bigger and more demanding, we'll have to move that budget up. But it has lowered the debt that we're accruing every minute. Our town is growing. We have 92 population right now. Our commercial is starting to come up. We will need to add some industrial here shortly. Our demand is more for housing. So as these little plots have come up, what I'm going to do now is go ahead and fill in on each side to allow for some more. Okay. This one, this one, this one. Okay, that one I don't want to do, but we're gonna made that mistake. I shouldn't have put that one there yet, but that's okay. If we get a larger home on the end of the street, that's fine. Trying to limit it to the size that we planned for that particular street. Now I'm not going to put anything here because this one is still open. Okay. Now I didn't leave a 4 slot in between these, which is fine because I'm going to go ahead and fill this in with a 2 slot as these develop. Okay. We don't have any demand yet for industrial, so I'm not going to worry about it at this point. Just keep an eye on this. We're not able to actually adjust any taxes yet. We do need to get to our first milestone, which will be a little hamlet. That will become available when we have 460 population. So that's kind of what we're working towards. You can see people starting to get out and about, riding their bikes and heading out to the store and whatnot. Now we're starting to get some need for industrial. Now, industrial produces a lot of traffic and a lot of trucks. Most of the time, some trucks have to come down to your commercial areas to service the businesses there. I'm going to pause it real quick. But the industrial trucks go straight, they come from outside to the industry and back outside again. They produce a lot of pollution, and as well as the power plant does. Now, I have created some industrial area here near the power plant. I am going to put just a couple buildings there, but mainly I'd like to keep the industrial area near where the trucks can come and go. So first I'm going to go ahead and extend this road, which is my main road, and then we're just going to come out this way for some industrial. Okay, and we're going to make sure we have our water coming down that way. Okay, so we've got water. And we can eliminate a lot of these power lines once everything fills in between. So this is basically just a temporary measure. So I'm just going to take this line, bring it there. We are getting low on our funds, so once I put up a couple of buildings for the industry, we will be letting the city grow just a little bit. So we're going to start with 2 buildings there. And if you look at the electricity, it's probably not going to reach there. So what we're going to do is extend it over just a little bit. Okay, and we've got some traffic starting to come in from outside. It's actually a nice little ride down to the community right now, through the trees and all. It looks like our need for housing has not gone up too much. We must have a lot of open space yet. Let's see how we're doing with that. Yeah, we've got a lot of room still. But people are moving in. The little neighborhoods are quite cozy. We've got a lot of room for commercial. Just waiting for people to move in and pay some taxes. We've got our industry coming up now. This one needs 16 workers. It has 3. This one has none just yet. It was just finished with construction. So as soon as those buildings receive enough workers, that industry demand should go down just a little bit. So we're going to wait for that to happen. Not going to really try to spend much more money at this point. We're going to kind of let this grow just a little bit. We're still getting more people coming to the city. Plenty of electric and water. Getting some more commercial. General store. Well, that's nice. Okay. Now these homes over here on the slightly larger plots, quite interesting. We're up to 217 population. Now, as I said previously, the main road, like this is the main road into this neighborhood. This is the main road down this side of the city, as well as on the industrial side. This is the main road. So I will not be placing, at least not yet, any kind of stoppage of buildings, because what happens is, say on industrial, if I placed industrial buildings all along here, that's just going to cause more congestion. Whereas if you break it up, and this is what I find anyway, everybody plays differently. So for now, because it's a small town, I don't want to really get the traffic problem yet. It's going to come, believe me. No matter what you do in city planning, you will have traffic issues. And that's part of the challenge of it. Okay, let's see. I'm going to leave this open in case I want to place a road through there. I'm not sure if it's going to destroy these two homes. We'll have to see. But we're going to go ahead and fill this in as much as we can. Okay, this one. All right, and once those are all filled in, that should pretty much take care of that. Now, also with making these homes smaller, it leaves a little space in between for another road, perhaps education or other services. We can make a road for that. Another road down here, maybe to get to the commercial without them having to go all the way out here, which would also put extra traffic on the main road. Looks like we're still getting a little more industrial demand, so we're going to go back over here to our industry. Let's make sure these have the full. We've got 16 out of, well, 14, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and place another plot down for commercial. Each side. Well, that got started right away. You can also see that I build at a very slow pace. I'm not in any hurry. I think it's better to move slowly and try to plan as I go. There's no overarching. I did not create a graph or anything outside of game to try and figure out what's going to happen here. So it's all on the fly. Okay, we're still getting residents moving in. The demand is still up for industrial, but as soon as these get full, then we'll build some more. Right now my funds are really low. I'm just trying to get to the next milestone, which will give us a little more cash. Now you can see these trucks coming in here. They're actually on their way down to the commercial district. The traffic will not be as bad to the commercial district as it is to the industrial. Looks like this area is building up quite nice. Keep an eye on our power and water. Okay, now you can see the electricity is starting to go down. Once it gets down to the yellow, I will up the need on the budget, trying, because we're making money right now. We want to try and keep doing that for as long as possible. The water's fine. It's the electrical that's going to go first. It's going to need to be worked on first, and that's fine. We've still got a lot of residential demand, so we may need to add maybe another road here for the smaller homes. We'll see. Don't know yet. There is still quite a lot of variety. Now, I have not installed any workshop items as such as housing. So these are all the default housing that come with all of the expansions and the base game. Which for now, it's fine. Most neighborhoods are built with, 3 or 4 plans, at least in the suburbs. Unless it's a custom home, it pretty much looks like somebody else's house on the street. I like these little Jeeps. Now, it's my understanding from what I've observed, the more wealth you get in a neighborhood, the bigger the homes, the nicer the area, the cars will be a little bit nicer. The poorer the area, you might get more, beat up looking vehicles and such. These actually look like, lower class vehicles. Definitely not anything into the Hollywood limos or anything like that. Okay, we're actually making pretty good money. What's our electric looking like? Yeah, it's going down a little bit. Since we are making some money, we're gonna up this electric just a touch. Go halfway up there, because that is going to eat into our profits a bit. So we'll keep a watch on that. Now our industrial need has gone way down, so we're pretty good. We're in balance with that for now. Still going to need a lot of housing, so we're going to go ahead and make another road. Let's see if we can place one in our current neighborhood setting. Perhaps here. Hopefully that doesn't destroy anything near it, but we're going to find out. It may take out. Nope, it didn't. All right. So we're going to come down here again. Put some homes in. And I think the ones in between here are going to be 2 back. Let's extend that road just a little bit more. Oh, I guess you're unhappy because I cut down some trees. I don't know why I got the sad face there. Interesting. Okay, so we're going with the single. This one we can do. This one we're going to make a double. We can just hold on till we get enough people for our milestone. We'll be doing great. Okay. It's filling out quite nicely. Looks like we're getting some more commercial demand. So while we're waiting for the residential to fill in, let's go ahead and see what we can do over here. They need workers, so I really don't want to build anymore right now. I want to wait until this building gets a few more workers. There we go. We've got 2 of 6 now. 3. So that is going to increase. And we don't want to put any commercial on this main road or this main road. This is not a main road, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to put a little space here. We've got for a commercial here and here. So we'll get those up and running. Still making money. Our demands are about equal. Let's see, we can go ahead and put that there. I think it's shaping up quite nicely. Now there's another delivery truck. What do we got here? Pancake House. It says it's a drugstore, but whatever. I don't think that matters. You can go through and rename every single building. You can, if you like a building's location that popped up and you want to keep it as that particular building, you can also hit this historical building button. And as it says here in the tooltip, it can still level up, but it'll always look the same. That way, say you have a gas station on a corner somewhere, and that's the way that you know, like this one here. This right here would be a good one to make historical, because it's like a little stop shop with a gas station. So we're going to go ahead and make that historical. So that will always be a gas station for our residents in the city, coming and going in this commercial area. It's a nice way to be able to personalize the city further. We're almost there. We got 415. Hopefully we have enough spaces without having to make another street, which I will. I don't have a problem with making another street. Looks like We can put one more there. Okay. Now this particular house shouldn't be here because it's actually on the... So I'm going to get rid of it. That was my bad. I do make mistakes, you know. I try to adhere close to the plan, so to speak, but sometimes, you know, we all make mistakes. It's nothing that can't be fixed. $423. What do we need to go to? $460. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to probably make another road, but it came back again. I didn't despawn the lot. That's okay. We'll just leave it. One thing to remember is if you do delete a building, if you don't delete the zoning for that particular space, they'll just come right back. So that's okay. Now we are getting a little bit kind of even across the board for our needs here. Let's go check our industrial. How's that doing? Now you can see how much pollution. You've already got kind of this icky fog showing up around the industrial area, which is normal. It will kill any trees too in the area, unless you've got this as a district zoned for, say, forestry or something like that. You will have this horrible pollution. So not much you can do about it right now, at least at this point. Our industries are well stocked with workers. Looks like they're all doing quite well. So we're going to go ahead and place 2 more buildings here on this street. And that's an ore truck that is taking ore products to another town. This one is going back to Frank's fish stick factory. So there's a industrial building that makes the fish sticks needed for our commercial area. So that truck will go from this side to that side to this side. They don't even have to leave the city. So that's nice. Working out pretty well. You can see how the roundabout works. For now, we don't need to go off in that direction, so we'll worry about that later. Really trying to get... We just need a little bit more people, so we're going to make another street. Let's go down here. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and place. Now this should put us over the top for going to the next milestone. Our electricity is still doing well, and our water, so that's good. Down the road, we will have access to landscaping options and decorating. At that point, we can put some trees or some such in the open spots here, just to beautify the neighborhood a little bit. There still are, you know, a few trees around, but as we build, pretty much those will go away, and we want to make sure that we keep them. Okay. Well, I know we're close, but we're going to end this session here. Next session, we will reach that milestone, and that's very exciting. because when we do get there, we will be able to adjust our taxes. As you can see, we're doing okay on our money, so I don't really think we need loans. We will get some money, but we can start with garbage, healthcare, and education services, which is very exciting. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a like and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.